laptop? Well, everyone. And we found that out during COVID for sure, right? It was the way that we communicated with the world. And oftentimes, for many of us, it was how we continued to build and make our income. This is a laptop from HP. It's 15 inches. It happens to be one that is 8 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of that solid state drive with a year of SmartFriend. This color that you're seeing, this sun-kissed plum, can you find it anywhere else? No. It's the worldwide launch. It's exclusive to us. It's gorgeous. We're going to share with you the details of this. I'm going to go down front here, though. This is Moonlight Blue, and it is extraordinary. We almost call it like a Pacific Blue. We're very limited in this. Aaron, I know you're going to give me updates. If you want it in without Microsoft Office, 560 to go around. If you want it with Microsoft Office, 775. Then we go into the Diamond White. The Diamond White, 343 without MS. With Microsoft Office, 600 to go around. Here is Winter Lavender without Microsoft Office, 135 with. 40. If you want this with Microsoft 365, you have 40 to go around. So 40 people of the 80 million folks who are shopping with us right now get to pick this up. Let me share with you what this is. It happens to be a 15-inch laptop. Look at the deck on here of the sun-kissed plum. It's beautiful. You're receiving the mouse. What else are you receiving? Over $800 worth of services and software, one of which happens to be HP SmartFriend for a year. And then you're going to let us know whether or not you want the Microsoft Office. But here's the big story on this. We've never offered a 15-inch HP computer that has 512 gigabytes of that solid state drive, that much storage at this low of a price ever. And if you're gifting this, because you get that year of HP SmartFriend, you're actually giving kind of bumpers to the person you're gifting it to. Whatever question they have is going to be answered by HP when they need it. 365, 24/7, you're going to get that. That's coming home to you. The price goes up, the easy pay goes away at the end of the day. Here's what you need to know. What is this value? It's a 64 or 65% off sale. You're seeing it on your screen right now. Our price, $499.98 for the without Office, that easy pay of $100. You're saving $947. For the with Office, $549.98, easy pay of $110. You're saving $967. If you want to put this up on your Q card, you can do so. When you do that, you can get 12 months of special financing, which means without Office is about $42 a month, with Office is about $46 a month. And if you don't have a Q card and you think, I'd love to take advantage of it, get a Q card. We'll give you $50 off instantly, which brings both options down to $500. By the way, if you want the sun-kissed plum, if you want it with my MS365, it's on advanced order. It's going to ship July 16th, and that is actually going to be not the Tuesday that's 2 days from now, but the Tuesday after. So with 3.1 million with 3.1 million HP laptops sold, we'd love for you to call us. We're at 1-800-395-1601. I'm going to welcome in Alex Abrahantes because he brings this to us. We definitely have HP offers, but this one was really built with you in mind for everything that you need to do in your everyday life. Also do some gaming as well. Taking pictures if you want to create videos with those pictures. If you have those Zoom meetings, it's for everything that you need. And it also, I can't say this enough, Alex, it comes with HP SmartFriend. So if you're gifting this for your college student, for your mom, for your dad, you know that you need to update everybody. It comes with a consultant that basically is in your pocket at all times.
Exactly, and that's so wonderful because if you're coming from an older computer and maybe you're concerned about, oh, am I going to be able to learn this? Or listen, this computer can do so much that there are things that unless someone tells you that it can do, you might not know.
Correct.
Like all these wonderful artificial intelligence features like Copilot. We're going to cover a lot of that throughout the course of this presentation, but there's just so much to it, and it is so wonderful just to be able to actually speak to someone who knows the computer inside and out. It's not like you're taking this somewhere and you're going and you're hoping that that person will be able to answer it. No, these are technicians that we've trained to make sure that all of your questions are answered.
So we're going to give you a high level on what this computer covers, and then we're going to come back because I do want you to know as well that we've got like an update for you that if you have an older computer, you absolutely need to be shopping for a new one.
For sure. So this is a beautiful 15-inch high-definition display with the latest Intel N200 processor, which is quick, it's responsive. You get 8 gigabytes of RAM for multitasking, a massive 512 solid-state drive for storage. You get a fingerprint reader, a backlit keyboard, a year of HP SmartFriend tech support. In addition to that, you get the wireless mouse that's included that matches the color of the computer that you choose. let us know whether you want it with Microsoft 365 or without. I will tell you this, I keep getting questions on my Facebook page. If you have Microsoft 365, you do not need to purchase the version that has Microsoft 365. You can just port your subscription over to this. However, if you don't have it, I highly recommend that you get it with, because those programs are programs that you really want and need to be creative, to be productive, and also to have that cloud-based storage and have that extra peace of mind of knowing that your files are safely secure in the cloud.
Now, you also have a little high level for us right here. Tell us what's
do
going on.
indeed. So let's talk about the power and performance that's inside of our computer, because it really is important that you know I am so impressed with this N200 processor. It has been so quick, so responsive, and I love being able to multitask and do so much. I've opened so many programs throughout the course of this entire day, and I haven't had to restart. It hasn't frozen at all. And then take a look at this. This is a oh my gosh moment. This is a 512 solid state drive. What does that mean for you? That's where you store everything inside of your computer, but you need to know that the solid state drive is up to 15 times faster than the traditional hard drive. What does that mean? That means it helps your computer run faster in pretty much everything that it does. And look at how much on your screen there you can fit. That is so many thousands of photos and songs and high definition movies. It really is enough storage for the entire family.
It's storage for the entire family. It's nimble for the entire family. It's got that responsiveness that you want, all the things that you want to do. I'm going to back up, because really you only have two choices here. Your choice is definitely you're getting one home. What color do you want? Do you want this amazing sun-kissed plum, which honestly, HP made
color
just for us. It's a worldwide launch. You can't find this anywhere.
Correct. And I'll tell you exactly how this process works. It takes about a year for us to get together with the QVC buying team. We identify trends. We take your feedback into consideration. We go through so many different iterations until we finally land on the one. And this, I believe, we've knocked out of the park. You know, it makes me so happy, Rachel, because it makes me think of bubblegum.
Yeah.
Right? Just kind of puts you in a good mood. And it's such a bright, fun color, and you're only going to find it here at QVC.
This is the Moonlight Blue. I got to give you an update on the colors for Moonlight Blue. So without Office, and without it, $560 to go around. With, $770. That's it. Actually, I think with, we've gone through over half of our quantity that we had just to start with. So please, this is one that is super, super popular. I'm going to move down here to show you the other colors. Here happens to be that beautiful diamond white, which frankly, did the little bead fall off? The diamond white with the without, $340 without, $600 with. And again, of course, it comes with that mouse. And then here it is in the lavender. The winter lavender, $130 without, going with the mouse, $35 with, and I think we actually, okay, let's say that again. $130 without Office. This is the one that's going to sell out first. So if you're looking at winter lavender and you're wanting it, you need to put it in your cart and make sure you complete your purchase. So $130 without, and did you say 30 with, Aaron? 30 folks who want the MS Office. Actually, these are just glued on, so if you see them falling off, that's why. They actually come with the mouse. I'm going to back up, though, because the other decision you need to make is, do you want it with Office 365? And instead of putting the tape, I'd love for you to just high-level 365 for us, and then we'll do a tour.
Of course. So Microsoft 365 was formerly known as Office, and what it includes, it's the programs that you really need to be productive, such as Microsoft Word for creating documents, PowerPoint for presentations, Excel for keeping track of your spreadsheets and budgets, OneNote, which is a great note-taking application which syncs your notes between the cloud, your computers, your smartphones and tablets, Outlook for your calendar and email. OneDrive gives you the ability to store up to 1 terabyte of information in the cloud, so that is massive. You get Skype, which allows you to call 60 minutes each and every month, landlines and cell phones. And you get Clipchamp, which is this really easy to use, fun video editing program that allows you to create videos and then share them with social media. So there are so many different reasons to pick up Microsoft 365. And one thing I have to mention, because I keep getting these questions on my Facebook page.
Sure.
One, it's a subscription service, and you're going to get it for a year. The subscription does not actually begin until you actually activate it. So someone said, hey, I'm purchasing this for Christmas. Am I losing 6 months? No, not at all. When you activate one of these programs, it's going to walk you through the process and say, hey, do you want to activate it? It's 1 year from that point in time. That's when it actually begins. Also, With the subscription service, you're getting new templates, new functionality, new features. So this is why it's so exciting to have this as opposed to just have a standalone version of what was formerly known as Office. And look at all these templates that you can select from. You can just very easily choose the one, hit create, and begin to customize it. It's that simple.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't live without Microsoft Office 365. And honestly, if people are emailing you, they're emailing you a Word document, you're working with an Excel spreadsheet, you want to do a PowerPoint. I mean, we're making presentations for our bosses here. If we've got a show idea, we do a PowerPoint, and that's what you want to use. So definitely, if you're gifting this to yourself or someone you love, get the version with the Office. From a monetary standpoint, it's a $10 step up. So it goes from 100 Easy Pay to 110. Like the actual value that we're charging is $50, but at retail, that's a $70 subscription. So I do want you to know that not only do we save you on the subscription, we're saving you because, again, this is a 64 or 65% off sale. $947 to $967 is what we've slashed the price. Both of our choices are under $550. The laptop alone is $599.99. $599.99. So it's more than our offer. Period. And we're giving you the laptop, the 800 plus in services and software, right? Mm-hmm. We're giving you the ability to have that SmartFriend for a full year to answer any question. And do you know when those questions pop up? At 3 a.m.
Of course
when
you
you're
do.
working on that term paper and the teacher needs it and you waited because you're a procrastinator. Maybe that was me. And you're like, da, da, da. Now what happened? What do? You call HP SmartFriend. We're going to back up because I'd love to share the tour with you because the tour is really like the future proof that this is. But I see that you've got SmartFriend up. So do you want to talk about that?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So as you mentioned, they're there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if we go through something and you get excited about it and then wonder, oh my goodness, they talked about so many things that this computer can do.
Yeah.
How do I do it? You can always pick up the phone and talk to SmartFriend. If you wanted to, maybe you don't like picking up the phone and you prefer chatting with someone, you can actually just chat with them. You can even give them remote permission to access your computer.
Yep.
It's secure and you'll see the mouse move. And before you realize it, apps will start moving and they will take care of the problem for you, which is so great because sometimes, you know, you mentioned it in a previous presentation, sometimes you're given an instruction and you're just overwhelmed and you say, wait, what am I supposed to do? Where is the cursor? What do I have to? You don't have to worry about that. And you can call them as much as you want. You're not limited. You have that for an entire year. So if that's for you and you're a little maybe concerned about handling tech, no worries. But think about if you're giving this as a gift. What an amazing gift to know that, hey, I'm giving you an amazing computer, but I'm also giving you tech support 24 hours a day that will help you with any questions that
I
you have.
actually bought an HP for a friend of mine, and I bought one that had the bundle of the SmartFriend for that exact reason. Because I was like, girl, do not call me talking about whatever, because I'm not the techie person to handle whatever your question is about this. That's why he's an expert here. I'm techie enough, but if you're like, how do I do fill in the blank, I'm not going to be the support at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I get those phone calls, Rachel. I know what you're talking about.
All the time. That was my brother. So it's E22094. So let me just let you know that what we talked about first is Itch and HP, which is the #1 brand of laptop computer in the nation. 15-inch, the #1 brand from HP in the nation. Intel inside, that's what this is as well. #1 brand with Intel and processors inside, that's HP. So you're getting #1. You've got that available. It's an expiring price. The price goes up, the Easy Pay goes away at the end of the day. We talked about how you choose MS365 or not. Our recommendation is do the step up, get the 365. We talked about that you have a cotton ball bumper coming with HP SmartFriend. My next question is, and actually almost before we get to that, what is the tour? But before we get to that, we often say, if you have a computer that's 3 years old, 5 years old, you have to get an upgrade. But we just talked about Windows 10 inside. We need to let you know and kind of implore you. I'm not sure who's TDing, but go to Alex's face right now because tell us the update of what's going on with Windows 10 and what that means for anybody who has that to think about.
So Windows 10 is becoming end of life, which means that Microsoft is no longer going to be pushing out updates. They're no longer going to support it. What does that mean? That means that you lose all of the security features moving forward. So as we continue to evolve, and unfortunately these hackers and evil people who try to harm our computer get smarter and smarter and smarter, well, Windows 10 isn't going to be able to protect you anymore against that. That's why it's so important that you have something like Windows 11 where you know that you're going to be covered for many years, because Microsoft is constantly updating and they're committed to keeping Windows 11 updated. Now, if you have a computer, and we've heard from many of